Everyone thought the firing would be quiet. They were wrong. The words hit like a thunderclap. "You're fired." The room went still, but Leela Thompson's world exploded. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Leela had given 12 years to St. Michael's Hospital. 12 years of long nights, impossible calls, and lives balanced on the edge of tragedy. And now, in one cruel sentence, it was all gone. The director didn't flinch. Cold, calculated, final. "Collect your things," she said. "Security will escort you out if necessary." Lila's heart pounded. Her fingers trembled. She wanted to scream. She wanted to fight, but she only managed to whisper, I don't understand." The room felt smaller, tighter, suffocating. Nurses exchanged looks. Patients paused mid-breath. Even the ventilators seemed to hum louder, as if mocking her. She grabbed her bag. Step by step, she moved toward the exit. Every footfall echoed through the hall like a drumbeat of defiance. And then she heard it, a distant roar. At first, she thought it was a plane. A WASN single quotes T. Dust began to swirl around the hospital's aging facade. Papers and leaves lifted into the air. The sound grew louder. Then, with terrifying precision, a Navy helicopter appeared, descending toward the roof. Leela froze. So did everyone else. People poured from cars, shops, and nearby apartments. The hum of city life stopped. Eyes turned skyward. The rotors kicked up a violent wind, tearing through her hair and whipping her coat around her legs. She clutched her bag tighter. Who could possibly arrive here? Then she saw him, Commander Alex Rivera, the man she had saved after a near-fatal training accident, the man she had thought she'd never see again. He pointed to the rooftop. His gaze locked on hers. Leela felt a strange mix of fear and hope. She moved, almost unconsciously, almost instinctively. She began climbing toward the elevator that would take her to the roof. The director's face turned pale. Her power, so absolute moments ago, now seemed fragile. This wasn't part of her plan. On the rooftop, Navy personnel moved like a single organism. Boots struck in unison. Tools were lifted with precision. The helicopter whirled above them, blades slicing the air. "You don't belong here," Alex shouted over the wind. "Not under that director, not sidelined when you're needed." Lila's heart raced. Her hands shook. She had fought for lives, saved people, and yet no one had recognized her. Until now, the director tried to intervene, her voice rising above the rotor's roar. It was futile. The staff had gathered on balconies and staircases, murmurs growing into astonished cheers. The hospital itself seemed to tremble with the shift in power. Alex extended his hand. "You saved my life. Now, let me return the favor." Lila's mind reeled. 12 years of dedication, erased in one moment, now validated in the next. The helicopter was no longer just a machine, it was a symbol, a promise. Justice delivered with precision and courage. The rotors whipped around her, tearing through humiliation and fear. The wind carried away doubt, leaving only clarity. Leela stepped toward the helicopter. Her feet shook with adrenaline, her heart with relief. From the streets below, people watched, phones raised, eyes wide. Some whispered, some clapped, witnesses to the impossible. The helicopter lifted. The city shrank below. Leela felt a strange lightness, as though every burden of the past 12 years had lifted with her. Hours later, on a military base, she reflected on everything. The betrayal, the humiliation, the rescue, and the truth she couldn't ignore. Courage, integrity, and human recognition have power beyond bureaucracy, beyond cruelty, beyond fear. She realized something else: life doesn't always reward patience. Sometimes it delivers reckoning, sudden, dramatic, unstoppable, and sometimes it brings the exact people you least expect at exactly the right moment. Lila's journey was far from over, but now she carried something stronger than a title, something the director could never take away, proof that her worth mattered. Because kindness doesn't vanish, it waits, and it finds its way back. And as the wind from the helicopter swept through her hair, lifting her face toward the sun, she realized, the moment she thought she had lost everything, she had actually gained the world. Thank you for listening to Lila's story. Share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more incredible stories of courage, resilience, and unexpected heroism.